like Paladin would be the most played deck on ladder, but not anymore. This Hunter deck is plowing through all the decks that Realz is bringing to this game, and Realz is playing them really well. But on the other hand, Amaz knows exactly how to kill Realz.
Don't really know how Paladin is able to match up against it because Paladin's great against handlock, but sometimes weak against the zoo. What I'm going to say is it really depends on Real's opening hand, and I love the keep of Ancient Watcher and Ironbeak Owl. I love the fact that you're able to turn the aggression. And Void Terror is actually a surprisingly effective card against Hunter, assuming they don't have Hunter's Mark, because you consolidate against things like Unleash the Hounds. You are vulnerable to Deadly Shot as well, opening hand, and Amaz is more capable of that. He's holding on to Deadly Shot as part of his opening hand, and that could also be a big factor against Void Terror.
Yes, certainly. Like looking at both players' hands, Realz, oh my god, he gets in the Ruben egg, which is pretty nice. So he has to decide, is he going into the tone mode or is he just going for a big combo like Ruben egg and then Void Terror?
Yes, it's kind of now this is interesting now.
Well, he knows how to play his own deck, so he will probably decide, but there is a couple of ways to deal with this. You can kind of go into Ancient Watcher taunts to bait out removal, and then you play Egg the Void Terror because you possibly baited out the removal, so there is no way to deal with this stuff. But you can also like go full combo here and just hope that there is no removal or nothing really good that I can actually deal with this. This is a 4-4 and a 3-5 on turn 3. How sick is this?
It's pretty disgusting. And Amaz does have a way to deal with one of them, the Deadly Shot. I don't think necessarily Houndmaster accomplishes much, but you can make an argument that it sets up better for things like Explosive Shot. He's going to go for the bow instead. Oh my, he's going to try to trade some of it to kill off this Nerubian immediately, and hopefully the 1/1s can do some work.
The thing about the Void Terror is that even if it silences it, it's still a 3-3. It's not like Twilight Drake that after silence just 4-1 it's easy to kill. It's still a pretty nice minion.
Here, Realz has the opportunity to set up a taunt and make it a little bit difficult for his opponent to pass through. There is 5 damage represented, but the Ancient Watcher is a little bit passive otherwise. I think you can try to play a little bit for more board. In fact, I wouldn't be mad taunting both of them, even though you don't have to.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky because then, I mean, turn 5, you can actually silence the 4-5, attack with it, and play Harvest Golem if you want to. Then you have a Doomhammer, so like a Doomguard. So you have a lot of potential damage coming into this game here, right now. On the other hand, this is turn 4 with a coin for Amaz. So a possible Buzzard Unleash, but Amaz actually doesn't have those cards. He has to deal with what he has. And he doesn't have a beast on board because those Spectre Spiders are not beasts. They're ghosts? Specters, I guess.
They're something, but they're not beasts, and they don't get the Houndmaster buff. Amaz seems like he's just going to try to load up the board a little bit with a Web Spinner. I wonder if he's also going to try to push through with something like Deadly Shot and get lucky, but I think the Explosive Trap is just a way so that way he can get more mileage out of his out of his Eaglehorn Bow, and next turn he can coin out something like Savannah Highmane. I think this is starting to weird him out because he just saw something like Nerubian Egg and Void Terror, and all of a sudden he sees Ancient Watcher and Taunt. So he's probably starting to make the conclusions that this is a unique deck that you don't often see. But at the same time, he has to be really cautious because you're not sure what your opponent's capable of.
It's definitely working in Realz's favor. It seems like Amaz is struggling. It's really hard to make those decisions. Which card to play? What will be best? What should I expect from this deck? So which cards should I actually keep? Should I keep my Iron Beagle because something big is coming? Or should I keep my Deadly Shot to use it against something? What do you deal with immediately? And right now, Realz is using this surprise factor to his advantage to pile up the damage, putting Amaz on 14 health, with a Doomguard just waiting for the next turn to push for lethal.
If Amaz just coins out Savannah Highmane, he's dead. He has to kind of do something else. He has ways to set up taunt, but I think he wants more than anything something like Leox so he can address the board. Like Leoc, Maybe something else. Oh, he trades in his web spinner and he gets into Iron for a Grizzly. That's a nice thing too. You might be able to set up 2 taunts with a Misha and an Iron for a Grizzly. That might be able to extend Amaz's life. But things like Doomguard is waiting in the horizon to potentially end the game. Oh, Misha it is. That is a very big roll.
I'm just counting as he's dead. Okay, he's not dead because he'll be able to trade 11.
Well, hold on. I mean, if he gets Soulfire, Realz might be able to do something here. Oh, never mind. I forgot the Iron for a Grizzly. No, deadly shot. He's going for a deadly shot, and it hits the Harvest Golem. And all of a sudden, you know, Soulfire off the top could have been the end of the game right there.
I guess you deadly shot because will you expect a Doomguard? Like, you've just seen the handlock cards. So it can give you a hint like, hey, this deck is actually about taunts. So I would never expect a Doomguard in here. And he also haven't seen the Voidcaller, so it's kind of like Voidcaller would signal him, hey, there are some good and big demons in this deck, but there was no Voidcaller. So right now, what am I even facing? What decisions am I making? So it's pretty hard. Being Realz in here, I guess you can Doomguard? Well, you can, because how Amaz is going to win this game? Realz is just pushing with damage. He still has power overwhelming. Two copies in his deck. He has another Doomguard. He has one more Soulfire. So it looks pretty good for Realz with Amaz having only 5 points of health.
Yep. And I think Realz recognizes his opponent had the opportunity to play something like Unleash the Hounds with the Starving Buzz in the previous turn. So he's going to try to take his bet, leave as many minions as possible, and have as many opportunities to kill him in the next turn, depending on what buffs or cards he draws. Amaz top deck Stone Tusk Boar, which is not what he needed. He can set up a taunt with the Iron for a Grizzly or the combination of Houndmaster plus something else, but effectively still does the same thing. 3 health points stand between him and defeat. And I think, let's see, he's not really able to kind of choose here. He's going to really hope his opponent doesn't have a way to push through and end the game.
Terrifying thing is that Realz has 28 points of health.
That's
oh my god, a faceless.
Faceless Manipulator. Realz is still in this series. He can do it whatever way he likes. Either charger works in this scenario.
He can even lift up.
We're going to game 5. Realz is not dead yet, but the surprise factor has been revealed. Or has it? Maybe Amaz is saying, is this like a weird ancient watcher, but